there, comic book friends. I'm Travis, and this is another edition of What the Fugue, where I talk about what's going on with me in my week of comics. Let's see. What I want to talk about first. Let's go with rumors. Some rumors I've heard this last week that DC plans on putting out some new titles come July, and those new titles, I don't know who the creators are on them. We haven't really heard that yet. The rumor's not 100% solid, but what's circulating around right now is that come July, of course, Pandora will end up being canceled. Just kind of a silent, just not making it anymore kind of a thing. Booster Gold will pick up his own title. I know that's going to excite some people a whole bunch. There'll be a Superman and Argus book out. Not sure exactly how that works. Nightwing and Bluebird book. So be curious to see how this whole thing with the Forever Evil stuff and what's happening with Dick Grayson, Nightwing, if that still ends up if he's Nightwing going forward or somebody else is, could be interesting. A Young Justice book to replace the Teen Titans, which has gone away. That one I could be interested in. I do like youth superheroes. Obviously, largely that would also depend on who it is that's making, who the creators are that potentially be on a book like that. And the other one that I find really curious is Forever People. Kirby's Fourth World Forever People. And that's such an odd choice. Really curious to see how they potentially figure they'll deliver that. I was kind of hoping, because had seen Dan Didio and some of the other guys on Twitter kind of talking, throwing out hints and stuff about potential things, and I was hoping to get something like a Commandy book or something like that. Forever People, though, that's really, really curious. That's one I'll have to really look at. I like those characters, like that world, but a lot of that has to do with it being Kirby. So, yeah, it'll be really interesting. Really interesting to see if those pan out. Who knows? As a whole, most of those don't really excite me. I'm curious to look at them as a comic book reader, but as far as a collector, I don't know. Be interesting to see anyway. Not much else going on news-wise that I can think of as far as stuff that's been tossed out that interests me. I decided I've had it with crossovers and events. I've always kind of bitched about them, especially event books, especially. I've kind of got suckered into collecting a couple recently, and I have not been happy. And I'm not happy with the crossover stuff. It just has been sucking the life out of a lot of books that I used to read. So, not this is a hard, fast rule, but I think I'm done. I'm done with the crossovers. I'm done with events. It's gonna have to be something pretty incredible for me to jump on, I think, because I haven't enjoyed this Forever Evil thing. Haven't enjoyed a Marvel event in quite some time. The little bits and pieces that I picked up from it. So yeah, I'm going back to being done. Not buying anymore. As a matter of fact, to some degree, events and crossovers have curbed my desire on what books to get of new books that are coming out. I now spend my time when a new book gets announced looking at it and going, okay, what are the chances that it's going to get tied into an Avengers event or a X-Men event or Justice League event or whatever. There's books I won't pick up. Some of the new books that are coming out I'm not picking up because I see too much potential for them to get tied up into stuff that I'm not going to be happy with. I guess I understand the concept behind a crossover and tie-ins and that sort of thing. It draws more people to a book that maybe aren't reading it, but I don't know how many people hang around afterwards. Even if they do buy all the books for the crossovers, how often do they continue with the book after the fact? I don't know that they do. So it's creating sales for those other books. Yes, that's a positive, I guess, in a sense. But it doesn't do with those books any favors for those of us who are already reading the book. And then the book, it gets shanghaied by the by an event or something like that. Breaks up the plots, you know, way too much and makes them not very enjoyable. So, yeah, I think here pretty quickly as we roll down into the end of like the Forever Evil, for instance, I'm getting all the Justice League books. I probably will not get any of the Justice League books going out of that. I am going to give Justice League United a try. It looks like it might have something interesting go on in it, so I'll look at getting that, at least temporarily, I think. I'm going to have to probably prune on my pull list. Got some stuff coming up that probably need to be spending my money on instead, so I will, that'll help. All those Justice League books, dropped all those Justice League books and stuff, so that'll be a good thing. And but I don't know, not sure what else I'm gonna prune out of there, but I'm gonna have to start getting rid of some of the mediocre books that I've been collecting, I think. Also along those lines and personal notes, I got a lot more stuff going on here recently, so videos may be a little more sporadic. I've missed the Fugue for the last couple weeks, I think. Missed last week's reviews and whatnot. I still hope to maintain doing the Comic Book Roundtable every Friday, unless I am away from my computer, which there's going to be some times when that's going to happen here in the future, so I don't know what I'll do on those days. I'll figure that out as I go along. But yeah, not that I won't be around, just might be a little different for a while until I get settled with whatever's going on next. So, I think that's all I got. So until next week or whenever that is, Friday if nothing else. I know for Friday I'll be around. Enjoy your day. Bye.